The eggs Benedict has a hollandaise sauce, some kind of meat layer, a green layer, and bread. First of all, melt your butter in the microwave and then separate your eggs. You need one whole egg in a bowl that can deliver it cleanly to some water, and then 2 egg yolks into another bowl. The egg whites can be used for the recipe that is for meringue biscuits, which is on this channel. So you've got these 2 things prepared, and then you're going to go and toast your bread or the muffin, depending on what it is you want to serve it with. This bread can be toasted either in a grill or a toaster, and you want it just lightly toasted. And then on the hob, you're going to have 2 saucepans, one that the egg is going to be poached in, and the other one that holds a little bit of water for the double boiler. And the double boiler will be used to heat a bowl very gently so that the eggs don't scramble. With a couple of pinches of salt in and your 2 egg yolks and water that is coming to a boil, you're going to whisk your eggs until they become foamy and slightly lighter. The melted butter is going to be standing to one side until the eggs are foamy and a bit paler. This is showing it in real speed, so you need to keep that whisk moving so that the egg doesn't sit and start to coagulate on the side of the bowl. We want it to coagulate, but in one blended mixture, not in little blobs of hard boiled yolk. When the egg starts to get a little bit foamy, a little bit paler, it'll also thicken up a little bit, and then we want to thicken it more for hollandaise sauce. We want to emulsify the egg yolk that's got lecithin in it with the melted butter. And you've got to keep lifting the bowl so that you know that it's not getting too hot and creating too much steam. This has got to be gentle heat. So switch the hob off if the steam starts escaping from the base of the bowl. This is a scalding hazard if you have too much steam escaping from the base of the bowl. And you can see here that the egg volume has started to grow. It's nice and foamy, slightly paler because you're adding air in, and I keep moving the whisk around so that the eggs don't coagulate into a hard mass where the bowl is the hottest. So you keep it moving so you don't scramble the egg. And you can see there's a slight ribbony look to the egg yolks now because they're actually starting to firm up in the constant mixture. I tilt the bowl so that the edge doesn't get too hot, and you can see the water's getting more animated now. And I'm trying to get the back hob to start boiling the water ready for the poached egg. The hollandaise can take quite some time to thicken up, needs a lot of patience and a lot of elbow grease. Now when you start adding the melted butter, you've got to add it drizzles at a time. If you add it all in one go or too much, the lecithin can't cope and you end up just splitting the whole thing. So little drizzles of melted butter, and the more melted butter you add, the thicker the sauce gets. So at this point, you can actually decide how thick you want the sauce. As well as all the melted butter that's in here, you've got the pinch of salt and a little bit of vinegar so that the mixture isn't too rich and too greasy. The vinegar offsets the very rich yolk and melted butter sauce. And you can see it's starting to get nice and thick. There's a little bit of drag or ribboning going on. And when your hand gets tired, start whisking the other way. So you can whisk under or over. And your hand will get tired as you're whisking along. This isn't that far off for my personal taste. I prefer it when it's not too thick. And when it is finished, you take it off the hob and you just keep it moving a little bit while you get on with the poached egg. And every now and again you go back and you whisk it so that the skin doesn't develop on the actual sauce. And to heat it up ready for serving, you just add a little bit of the poaching liquid from the poached egg. So you're seeing this in real time now, that it's thickening up. This isn't speeded up at all. So you have to keep that whisk moving. It's quite tiring. That's nearly done now. And so I'm going to take off the bowl and swap the whole hob round and bring the poaching liquor near to me. And I want the liquor in the poaching liquor to have a little bit of vinegar to help coagulate the egg and set it. And I want it to come to a boil. So that's a simmer. And then it gets more animated to a boil. And then as soon as it's at a boil, switch it off and wait for the bubbles to settle back down. If you put the egg into there now when it's not settled, it'll break the whole thing apart. So stir it till you get a vortex in the middle and deliver the egg, the whole egg, right into that vortex, and it basically wraps the white around the yolk to protect it. 8 minutes later, you'll get a soft boiled poached egg, which you fish out with a slotted spoon onto a blue plate with a bit of paper on it, but don't leave it on the paper for very long because otherwise it'll stick. So fish it out with a slotted spoon and deliver it straight from the paper straight to your ready prepared layer. Now this shows no protein on it. This is for a vegetarian, but you would normally put either bacon or ham and then some greenery and then your poached egg, which once you've delivered the hollandaise sauce on, will have a double sauce. The yolk will be soft, and then you've got this very thick, creamy, rich, but slightly tart sauce, which is the hollandaise. So you'd normally have Canadian bacon on this with a little bit of maple syrup. And then you can have all the other options for the recipe below.